Not a fam. Normally I come in, act a complete fool like you know I like to do, but tonight is not a night to act a fool. But I'm going to give a holler with Dwight in just a little bit. But I'm checking out some messages from around the league. Tom Brady on his Instagram. It reads, Dwight Clark was one of my idols growing up in San Mateo. I was lucky enough to be, it's going to be rough tonight. I was lucky enough to be at the game where my hero Joe Montana perfectly placed a game-winning throw catch to Dwight in the corner of the end zone to beat the Cowboys in the 1981 season. I was 4 years old, cried to my parents the entire first half because I couldn't see the field when the grown-ups would stand and scream for the 49ers. I got a chance to meet him when he happened to share the same orthodontist in San Mateo, and I sabotaged one of his visits just to meet him and shake his hand. He was incredibly gracious to me that day as a young boy, and I never forgot the impact he made on me, as all our heroes do. I am sad tonight hearing of his passing of ALS, but I know he is now resting and at peace, finally, after many years, valiantly fighting such a terrible disease. Thank you for the great memories, and R.I.P. Hey, before we continue, all my mods are back, Jesus and Rhodes. There's a Steelers fan in there that has completely lost his mind. Get rid of him. Thanks, guys. We're not going to put up with any trolling tonight, guys. Conversation come in, and if you get one word wrong, you're out. Chat room etiquette goes, and there'll be no racism tolerated. We're not going to let that go unchecked. So, our guy's got a hair trigger. Watch it. I said I'd keep a grip on my emotions, but man, it's a little harder than I thought. Whew. I was there as a kid, man. I was watching that stuff. I hated the Cowboys. Tom Landry was like, man, this dude, him and them stupid hats. The 49ers did it. Yeah, there I was. 49er fan ever since. So, I had some stuff here I wanted to tell you. Clark's always going to be remembered for that miracle play. It happened on January 10th, 1982, as you know. Made that leaping catch at the end zone on a pass from Joe. 51 seconds left. You know, the thing is, in those moments during that incredible day, as a 49er faithful, little we know, Joe and Dwight were about to start a dynasty. 49ers would win 5 of the next 14 Super Bowls all the way to 1995. Damn. That's when you knew, man, this team is one of the best in pro sports, man. Yankees, all Boston Celtics, all those guys, that's okay. San Francisco is where the real heartbeat and pulse, drama, I'm talking dramatic sport lives. I mean, not a single loss. Up until recently, okay, we were still there. So today I thought we'd pay tribute to Dwight. If you were there, if you weren't, let's talk about any memories you want to talk about the 49ers. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's, who we got on the phone first? It's area code 818. Yeah.
Yeah, 818.
What's your name, 818?
How you doing? This is Greg. From,
Greg, hey, Greg.
Lancaster, California.
What's up?
How you doing, Ronbo? Even though it's our hearts are heavy. How you doing, Ronbo?
Hanging in there, man. I couldn't believe it when I first read it, but yeah, there it was. So Man.
Yeah, it's hard right now. I mean, I wasn't born at them days, but like he said, throughout the generations, it's gonna go down, and he felt like he was with us, and his legacy will go through the generations. And for sure, I'm passing it down to my kids, letting them know who he was, what he did, and where he's brought us today as a Niner family. And I even put it on my car. I'm letting everybody around know in my town, hey, this is who I am. This is the family I'm from. This is who my uncle was. This is who we are. This is our family. And
I saw that. Did you posted that up on my page?
On Facebook, yeah.
That was
yes,
you.
I did.
Oh man, I thought that was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to. I wear my hat day in and day out. My car's decked out Niners, and I say, you know what? That's Dwight Clark right there, and I'm gonna let everybody know who we are, who he was, and I'm gonna rep him to the fullest. And even though it wasn't in my time, he's in my heart. He's in all our hearts, and it's just I get choked up, talking about it. But he's in a better place now. He's not suffering no more, and 87, rest in peace, forever legend.
That's what I'm talking about. See, because Dwight, I just, him having to suffer like that is what really kills me. I mean,
yeah,
a sudden exit would have been better than to have to go through all that, and his family. Man, it's rough.
It is, and I just can't stop watching the videos. He was loved by the fans, and I'm glad he wanted to talk to us the last time he had the Dwight Clark Day, and it meant something to me. Like he was talking to all of us individually as the Niner faithful, and that's all. Rest in peace, Dwight Clark, 87. We love you.
Yeah. All right, fam. Tell you what, man, no, go ahead. You want to add something else? Go ahead.
Hey, you know what, Ronbo? I want to say, keep your heads up. We got a good thing going. Dwight Clark just lifted up our spirits, and we got a good thing going right now. And love you, faithful, wherever you're hearing from. To you, Ronbo. Much love. I always watch it when I'm at work at night.
Yeah. Thanks.
So, no problem, Ronbo. You take it easy. Niner faithful. Stay faithful.
Hey, you too, bro. I'll talk to you later, huh?
All right. All right, brother.
All right. Daniel Serrano. Clark got 5 on it. Rest in peace to the legend. You know what? Kelly Clark, that's Dwight's wife. If you want to reach out to her, she most likely is not in a state of mind right now to respond, but she can be found on Dwight's Twitter account. She was the one who broke the news to us, knowing that we'd want to know, right, on Dwight's Twitter. So if you have a Twitter account, or if you want to get one, just so you can reach out to Kelly, you can send her some love at Dwight C87, all one word. So, in the days ahead, it's too soon to say things like 2018 will be for Dwight, but I sure hope it is. You watch that film and you see Joe riding along down the field, throwing off the front foot. Kind of reminded me of somebody. And something else? Dwight Clark wasn't all that athletic. Guess who else isn't all athletic but makes some crazy catches? I thought of Jimmy and Selleck. Because Suggs was making some ridiculously unsuspecting catches, and I saw the reflection of Joe, and I think Jimmy running down the sideline like that. They can't get him. He's still looking. He finally finds a target. Boom. Ah, man. We got something special coming up. I just wish Dwight could have been here to watch the next beginning of the next Dynasty. He deserved that, too. You know? He did. Coach Tim, he says, I wasn't at that game. I was home because my ex and I just had found out she was pregnant with my first son, Tim Jr. Couldn't have gotten two better gifts in my life back then. Rest in peace. Number 87. Goes on to say, I know how you feel. Dwight was very special. I told you I used to watch them when they started out Red Martin Park in Redwood City. Got to watch and meet many from the 81 team. This is Jason Walker. Jason Walker, Dwight was a beast. Love that dude. Rest in peace. Much love. Ronbo, got this. We got this. Clarence Molina, one of the iconic plays in NFL history, not just Niners history. So true. I mean, man, it goes right down there with some of the biggest and most craziest plays that were successful, especially to win games. Man, there's going to be more. There's going to be more. Hey, Vader!
It's time! It's time!
Yeah, it's definitely time. Hey.
What's up, Ronbo?
Vader! Just sit back.
What's up, baby? Man.
Hey, just trying to deal with this, bro. It's rough, man.
Oh, man, 87, brother. 87, man. So many things that we could say about him, man. But, you know, now he's up there with Bill Walsh, man.
Yeah.
He's going to watch us win a Super Bowl, baby.
That's right. Sometimes.
Oh, wow, man. Like you just commented, man, with Sally time there, man, you're going to see some flashes, man. You're going to see some flashes. Hopefully, our coach is ready to break out that good West Coast offense. Like back in the day, looked like finesse.
Tell you.
Looked like a ballet dance, man, when they were out there on the field.
And Vader, you want to hear something really crazy I just read? I never knew until I was scanning through things. Do you know that play that Dwight ran was one of them things that Walsh kept in his back pocket? And
yeah, I knew that. He
you know about that?
That place for one reason, because they were tired. They were tired already, and that was something they talked about during the week. He said, "Oh, they'll be tired by the fourth quarter, and this is what we're looking at running." And he just told Joe, "Hey, if you feel it ain't there, you throw it to the back of the end zone." He didn't see it was there, man. But Dwight, he jumped up, caught it, came down.
Open he was. And they said that he ran that play exactly how Walsh designed it. People think that was a miracle play, but we knew what we were doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we got to do, baby. We just got to execute. I mean, the X's and O's don't lie. Just gotta go out there and perform. And they did, man, and they did it with so much finesse. So, you know, brought so much memories of Candlestick. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
Yeah. You'll build some more, too, in the near future, too. Man, Levi's
It just sucks that he wasn't around, like you stated. You know, it just sucks that he's not around to see us get another championship, man.
He saw the beginnings, though. Maybe last year was the beginning, and he got to watch that. I know he had to be thrilled.
The turning point. Yeah, he got to see the turning point, man, and we were able to at least enjoy him one last time at the stadium. So that was good, man. That was good. And then all the players going out there to visit him before he left. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. He's in a better place now.
Yeah, he's looking down. They're looking at OTA.
Yeah.
Who the hell got this kid, man? He's over there looking at, wow, they passed up on this kid, and look at him go. And he's over there probably teasing Walsh, telling him, see, you don't always get great players through the draft, man. They come walking to your door. When they want to know, they want to be with an organization like we have, they come and knocking.
That's right.
You know, but some players just come and knocking a little too late. We got Dez and T.O. looking through the window.
I was getting ready to ask you about that. Who could you be talking about? Could you be talking about T.O.? And do you think he's serious?
Of course he's serious, man. I mean, Ronbo.
I think he is too.
You know what? Ronbo, it's because everybody gets caught up in all those goddamn trolls that are on our site.
Yeah.
Putting their 2 cents in. Come on, man. You got the knuckleheads on NFL Network talking shit, saying we're not going to go anywhere. You know what? Keep your talking. That way I collect more money at the end of the year, buddy. You know what? Keep us down at the bottom. You know what? We 32 defense, and we got the 32 offense. We're the sorriest fuckers out there on the field. Come Sunday, you're going to see how sorry we're going to be. And we're going to have number 87 looking down on us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, let them run their mouth. I mean, it's, you know, with the Chris Carter thing. And then, man, Jeannie, you're just upset because you don't have a goddamn job with us. You know what? At the end of the day, baby, at the end of the day, watch. When the smoke clears, we're going to be the one left standing, baby.
Saying things like,
you know,
told y'all.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a lot of crows singing. There's going to be a lot of crows singing after the season's over, I'm telling you. Because you know, I don't know where they get their I mean, I don't know if they watch tape. You know, you got Chris Carter talking about, I don't even know 10 players that are on the team. Well, you don't need to know them, baby. All you got to look at is how many times we're going to be in the end zone.
Bitter, you know, I just realized Carter, man, he goes back to a time when he got swallowed up by the big gold and red machine. So I'm starting to realize where some of them old school dudes are coming from.
There's a little bit of animosity. Oh, yeah, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. I mean, and then he went through a generation where they just couldn't find the fucking mold, man. Yeah. They had a quarterback at one time. They had him. I mean, at the time they had Randy Moss, and they still couldn't get it done.
That's right. So,
and it comes down to the organization. And what we have right now, Ronbo, it's a beautiful thing, man. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, talking about the catch, the last game with the Cowboys. Man, I remember it like it was yesterday, bro. Those after we beat the Giants. Was it the Giants? I can't remember. Was it the Giants? I think it was the Giants. We ended up beating them. Oh, no. This was before we ended up playing the Cowboys for the championship, and then we ended up going to the Super Bowl. But that's when Dwight Clark made that catch. That whole week after that game, man, Cowboys were just talking shit. From the front office all the way down. We ain't nothing. We're going to get smashed. I mean, we're going to go in there and tear Montana a new one. You know, nobody's going to stop us. And look what happened, man. Thanks to that number 87 that's looking down at us right now.
And it ain't been right between Cali and Texas since. And you know what? That's
right. No, sir. That's why I got a little animosity about Deion. Deion has skills. But for him to go from the Niners to the Cowboys, I know it's all about money, and I can respect that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like, oh, that's a little bit of a stinger right there. But you know what? That's in the past. Now we got our new crew going into the future, baby.
There you go, Vader. Vader, let me say goodbye to you now, man. And,
because I know you got a lot of people coming in, man. But
Vader,
you know what I mean? Hopefully this conversation was for happier days. But today, I just want to remember Clark. I want to remember that catch. I want to remember, you know, how he executed on the field and how he carried himself off the field.
Yeah.
So, you know, nothing but props, baby. Nothing but props for that man. And he's up there with Bill Walsh, and hopefully he can send me a couple of plays down in my dreams or something, buddy.
There you go.
I mean, we can discuss on the Ronbo show. But yeah, I'll see you on Thursday, brother. Let it go, ready to go.
Yeah.
Radio, Ronbo Sports. You guys have a good night. Shout out TNT and everybody else in the Niner Empire. It's a sad day, but keep your heads up, brother. He's down here. He's looking at us, and he's going to see us do great things this year. You have a good night.
Right. Damn right. Night, Vader. Yeah. Actually, it's only Monday, so Vader, you can come on back Tuesday, tomorrow. Yeah, hey, Frank.
Hey, Ronbo, what's going on?
Frank, we're just going through this moment, man, and thinking about everything that's red and gold and how much better it's going to be, and try not to crumble. This is so sad. Man.
Right now I'm doing my walk, talking to you guys, listening to radio, just going for a night walk and reflecting on what's going on. It's like I didn't grow up during that the golden age of the Niners, but watching how it all began and that catch, it's just like mesmerizing. And Want to know the scary thing, Ronbo?
What's
This
that?
last week, I bought a authentic Dwight Clark jersey, Mitchell Ness. I'm still waiting for it to get here.
All right.
And then I'm like, on the phone, and it said Dwight Clark passed away. That just like it hit me in the gut. Like, whoa! I was just stunned. Like I'm just. It's gonna come in on Wednesday, man. I'm excited. Like add another Niner jersey in my collection, and it turns out he passed away. And I was like, I can't believe this, man.
Yeah.
It's so weird. But at the same time, it's like he doesn't have to suffer anymore from ALS, man. That's all serious, man. That's
I know.
life.
And we can feel good about that.
I feel for his family, and I pray that they have all the strength and the will to get through this. And we the Niner Empire, man, we're strong, and we hope the Clark family can get through this, and we'll use this as inspiration to honor him this season. And as you mentioned earlier, Ronbo, I don't mean to be anything like that. Like you mentioned, like honoring Dwight may be too soon. My father, if you remember, I think it was when the Chicago Cubs won the World Series that year. Ernie Banks passed away, and they dedicated that his passing to him, and then they ended up winning. And my father mentioned, goes, "What if this is a sign?" And I'm like, at first I'm like, "Oh, that's too soon." But Dwight wouldn't want us to wallow in sorrow. He'd want us to look forward and put our heads high and look towards what's going on with this team. And we got something special, man. This team, I got a feeling this team could go all the way. I'm just saying that right now. They could go all the way. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes down.
Yeah, a lot of motivation. The fire was already lit. This just added to the motivation. Yeah. So, yeah, I hear you.
It's kind of a tough, it's like, I'm just kind of at a loss for words. I don't know what else to say, but him and Joe started the Niner Dynasty with that one play. And of course, that season they were on one of the top teams in the NFL. They were the surprise of the NFL, but it was that play that put the stamp, put the Niners on the map, letting them know that they are the team to beat, and they ended up winning. And it just ended up going from one title to second to third to fourth and the fifth, and it's been a long time, Ronbo, since
always involved every year. For that entire time, maybe 1 year here and there was not real great, but always in there somewhere.
Even when he retired, he took a front office role, right? Yeah,
for a little while.
Yeah. Whether he was playing on the field or taking the office, he always had his presence was always felt in the organization, but he wouldn't want us to feel all held down, and I understand that's kind of like easy to say, but he'd want us to raise our heads and
keep rolling. It's like Dwight.
Yep, keep rolling.
Get in that end zone
and then
make it happen.
And when that jersey gets in the mail, man, it's going to have new meaning for me.
There you go, Frank. That's the attitude.
Yeah. It's going to have new meaning for me now, and I'm going to be wearing that proud and just going, you know what? This is number 87, the legend.
They gotta put a trophy. I mean, you know what? If there's going to be statues like some stadiums have around the country, there needs to be one out in front with Joe and Dwight and that catch. That catch is so symbolic of so much with the 49ers organization. It's time that we do have a huge trophy out in front. So many stadiums do. I understand Levi's isn't old enough for that, but it should be, because Candlestick, it would.
Yeah.
So, I agree.
Candlestick, But my brother, who's in high school, he's a freshman, and he's playing football. Of course, he saw the catch like, oh, that's good and all. But when they showed different angles, and they showed it in real time, like not like slow motion, like highlights, and he saw the catch in real time, he was like, what? Are you serious? Like, he was stunned by it. I'm like, it's like, if you look, he was reaching as far back as he could, and the ball hitting his fingertip.
Body's arched.
Yeah, arch, and you think his foot, one of his feet would land out of bounds, and nope, he managed to keep it in,
tap.
And all of it just happened.
Tell you, man, and that catch, and also that timing on that leap. Dwight's not a real athletic guy. He's okay, but not real athletic. Yeah. So that catch was one of those things where the 49er gods were just watching. Sam.
And Bill, and you mentioned Bill Walsh. All the scouts were telling him, you can get him in free agency, you can get him after the draft, that he saw something in Dwight. And this is on the Niner documentary for the 81 team. And
I remember that. We're talking a 10th round pick. They don't even have 10 rounds anymore.
Yeah.
Frank,
and all the scouts are telling him.
Frank, we're gonna go. I'm gonna tell you what, man. Let's talk some more football tomorrow, okay? Red and Gold Radio.
Yeah. All right, Ronbo.
All right, Frank.
Peace, Dwight, man, and hang in there, Ronbo.
All right, bro.
For life, man.
Thanks for calling. Bye, Frank.
Yep.
Hey. And it's cool to be you. Keep your head up, Ronbo. You can do this. We can do this. Thanks, man. Hugo Ortega, the catch, is now in heaven. The Hall of Fame. Rest in peace, Mr. 49er Clark. Rich Hidalgo, rest in peace, Dwight Clark. Legend. Salvador Babisca, Clark brought the empire to life. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot to that truth, man. That's true. Anthony Nunez brings back ties to my dad, raising me a Niner fan. My dad passed away a few months ago. It's a hard day. Yeah, Anthony. This is the only thing bad about living. There will be the ends. Isaac Tafoya says, let's win the Super Bowl for him. I don't even know if we can handle that. Johnny Rockets, this man will never, ever be forgotten. Anthony Baker, Ronbo, I've been here since the catch. Dwight Clark, the one who started all this. Yeah. Tony Culp. This might be a silly question, but was Dwight Clark a wide receiver or a tight end? Actually, that's a good question, but I think Dwight was listed as a wide receiver, though. But he looks like a tight end, and he moved like a tight end, actually. Dwight Clark's one of those guys that, back in that day, you had guys that could just run razor-sharp routes, and they had great hands. Guys like Fred Bolitnikoff, also Dwight, even Dave Casper. These are Raiders, but back in the day, they were really respected. Unlike, they still are to some degree. I just get on them sometimes. Their fans are the ones that get on my nerves. So, hey, Ray Avizu, I still have my Red 49ers banner from 1981. Cherish that year of the catch. Yeah. And hey, let's go to area code 650. Hello, 650.
Hello?
Yay. What is your name?
Hey, Ronbo, I don't know why it didn't show up. This is Somi.
Oh, Somi, yeah.
Somi the money.
Somi!
That's weird.
Hey.
Okay.
That happens sometime. It could be my system, too. But Somi, come on in, man. What do you, what's on your mind here, man, on this nasty day?
Yeah, I shed a few tears. It's pretty emotional. I was just a kid, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. Everybody was screaming in the place.
I remember my little brother was going through the same thing you were going through. He didn't know what the hell was wrong with us. I was only a kid myself, but the thing is, we were having such a good time. Nobody knew. We were screaming, running outside. I just got nuts. The 49ers finally got the monkey off their back. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I met him once, and great guy. I mean, everyone's been saying that, but he really was. I was just a kid. I think I was 16. My older brother, he's like, he had his first job. He goes, "Where do you want to go?" And at that time, Dwight Clark opened a restaurant called Clark's by the Bay. It was in Redwood City by the water. And we went there, and he was there. He's, just talking to everybody, and he came to our table. We sat down, talked to us for about 7-8 minutes.
Wow.
Oh, man, he's the nicest guy in the world. He really, really was. He's a sweet man. I've met athletes before, and, they're nice, but they're like, they're the shit. This guy was just such a
it's
humble
more
man.
PR with them. I know what you mean. I mean, it's PR. They're being nice, but they really wish this would hurry up and then they can move on. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But Dwight.
Daryl Paul, I heard Daryl Pollard in the interview, and he was just saying that, I guess Daryl Pollard in that 87 year, he was one of those players that was a replacement player, and he thought he was going to get all shit beaten out of him, after the strike was over. And first person to greet him was Dwight Clark, and he took him under his wing. It's like, hey man, you're one of us now, and he just showed him the way. And
See,
that's
the kind of heart Dwight had. Yeah, he just knew the guy was just wanting to play.
Yeah, and I know everyone says like he wasn't the best athlete or anything. Jerry Rice was on, and he said for the catch, he goes, "White man can jump." In an interview today.
And that was before the movie came out too.
Yeah, but he was a super athlete. I don't think he gets enough credit, but he was actually a really, really great athlete. But,
no. And when I said that earlier, what I meant is, if you put him on a curve with some of the more athletic types in the NFL, Dwight probably wasn't that high on it. He was good. No, I don't mean he's a slouch, but I mean, Dwight was special.
For 6'4", 215, that man could move. He was. I mean,
he ran
crisp patterns.
Ooh.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, no, and he knew how to use his length. You're right. Dwight could have held a clinic on how to run a pattern. That post was just deadly. Whew. Man.
Yeah. Well, him and Solomon, I miss those days. But anyways, Ronbo, it's a somber day. I know you got to move on to some other callers, but God bless you. Dwight Clark, you're the fucking man. I love you, and I always think of you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ronbo. God bless. God bless
Good
the
stuff,
Empire.
Sammy.
You guys
appreciate
all
you, fam.
Take care.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
And let's go to James awaits. James, come on in, man.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the Niner Empire and the Niner fans, and my condolence and my prayers go to Dwight Clark's family right now. And when I first heard it this afternoon, it hit me like a ton of bricks, but then I also was thanking God because he's in a better place right now and
James
doesn't have to deal with.
James, do you have anything playing in the background?
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Ron.
You're just giving feedback.
Air conditioning. Yeah. And so it's kind of like, it's a part of life, we know, but I feel more better for him that he doesn't have to suffer anymore. And I know he's in heaven with Bill Walsh looking down on us. And let me say this for the fans that weren't around. I was around. I was a very young man at that time in my early 20s, very early 20s. And no, I was actually 19 back then. And the funny thing about that whole game, Roger Craig was running the ball out the backfield, and him and Dwight Clark, like Roger Craig was running little screen passes, intermediate short passes right across the middle. But this is what they did on the catch. It was another receiver with Roger Craig coming out the backfield. Now they had got like maybe 4 first downs with Craig coming out the backfield catching screen passes. Now, when they got down there in the red zone, Roger Craig came out of the backfield to catch another screen pass right over the middle. I forgot who the other receiver was on the team at that time, but the receiver ran a post pattern. Dwight Clark ran into the end zone and actually went right like to the out of bounds line, and then he worked back towards the other pylon. And the play was set up by design by Bill Walsh in that West Coast offense. Okay? And what I'm seeing now, Kyle Shanahan was a young kid at that time running around putting cups by the Gatorade cooler and talking to players. And now, some years later, Kyle Shanahan is the head coach of the 49ers and poised to be probably one of the better coaches in time if all continues to go well. And I can tell you right now, it's things that I can see him doing with that West Coast offense playbook already, where he's going to tweak it. He's going to run a lot of misdirection plays, even with receivers, and have defensive players standing there like, I never seen that play before. How did he do that if I'm running this way with him across the field and he just stops and cuts back and I can't get back to him and he's wide open into the end zone? That's the part of the tweaking of the West Coast offense. And I'm going to tell you right now, the other caller that spoke about the Chicago Cubs winning it and one of their longtime fans, I think it was, or either players, had passed away. You know what?
Banks. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. This is our time, bro. I hope the fans believe it and take heed to it, because after seeing what Jimmy Garoppolo did with just a sample of the playbook, now he gets a whole off season working with his receivers, working with the backs, and this is his team. This is his show. I seen it after games where he was standing in the doorway of the locker room, like telling players, yeah, you like that, huh? Not in our house. Not in our house. You understand? I mean, like creating a magnified camaraderie with these guys, man. And they're believing. And they're believing in one another right now. And as sad as this day seems, but I know that this coming season, it's going to be a statement made in awesome appreciation by this team for 87 Dwight Clark. May he rest in peace, man. And that's just the way it is. I don't see him doing nothing shorter than that, bro. I was around when that catch happened. I remember the pandemonium, people flipping out like, what the hell just happened? How did he catch that ball? The Cowboys should have sacked him. Unbelievable pandemonium. And that was our time. That's when it all started, bro. We won that one and turned around. I think it was the next year. We won it again. Okay. And it was just like, it was a thing where the 49ers were expected to win. They weren't expected to go out on a field and, yeah, every team is going to maybe take a loss in the season. But when it came down to the meaningful games, the games with purpose to get you to that big dance, they didn't skip a beat with it, bro. And the same thing I've seen in Bill Walsh, I'm seeing it in Kyle Shanahan. And mind you, Kyle Shanahan stood on the sideline and looked at him, bro. Like, one day, if I ever get a chance, I can't believe what I'm seeing you do as a coach. But wait until they get a load of me one day. That day is here right now. It's a sad day for the 49ers, but the best is yet to come, man. This is a season that I don't know about other people. I don't know what they feel. Some people are saying, yeah, they might go 12-4 and they may even go 12-4 and may make the first round of the playoffs. They may not. I'm looking at them getting home field advantage and waiting on whoever, okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. One thing I do know about Garoppolo in a way was kind of ushered out of New England because you knew why? The players were saying that number 10 was just as good as number 12, if not better. And it started something. It started a situation with Brady where he was like, "Hey, man, if you want to play him, then send me to the Jets." Knowing that thing, yeah, send me to the Jets. I'll go to the Jets.
That could be a story we get. James, we're gonna go ahead and stop you there. But as usual, good stuff, James.
Love what you do, Ronbo. Niner Empire, Niner for life. The other fan had said, Niner faithful, I ain't even mad. This ain't a day to be mad, bro. Yeah. We are a Niner Empire. And there are some old faithfuls around that have been around from the very beginning. But Niner Empire, Niner for life. Big shout out to you, Ronbo, for making this all possible, man.
Thanks,
I
man.
applaud you for all that you do, man. Love you for it, too.
Thanks,
Have a
James.
blessed evening.
Much love back to you, fam. Salute you, bro. Talk to you tomorrow, okay? All right.
Yes, sir. By his will, bro.
All right. Okay. And let's go ahead and go to is he here? Yeah, man, we was looking for you yesterday, man. People were upset because you didn't come in with them 4 wings and fried rice. But today, man, we didn't. Nobody thought in the middle of the day we was gonna get this news, man. But yeah, I mean,
right, my fault. I mean, Ronbo, I'm just listening to y'all, cause like I was a year off. I was born in 83. You see what I'm saying? I mean, God bless. Like, I mean, salute to Dwight Clark, his wife, the family, the Niner Empire. And like, I mean, like I'm just listening right now. Like, I mean, like I'm listening to the wisdom and the Jews. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a crazy time. Yeah, I mean, man, I mean, the 49ers could be.
Laugh and smile. You mean?
I hear you, man. Because, here's the thing. We was the biggest joke in football before that year. Everybody beat our ass. I was watching the Giants. I was watching everything but football. I was glancing at football because I'm a kid. I don't know what it is to be loyal. All I know is they can't beat nobody. Then all of a sudden, 1981, and they're winning more than 4 or 5 games. And now I'm in there with my uncle, man, and my father. We were there watching the game. They're serious now. People coming over to the house. Everybody's watching the 49ers. I'm looking, man, I ain't seen my uncle in months. What is he doing here? Watching the Niners. They jumped and won it. You know what I mean? Man, it was insane. And after that, you know what happened, man. Kept
Montana through the pass. Hold up, Montana through the pass to Dwight Clark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And back then, it was Yizzo.
It was Yizzo.
Oh, man. Hey, 14 years after the 49ers winning more Super Bowls than anybody during the Super Bowl era and didn't lose a game. Yeah, that's why you got to appreciate the 49ers even now with that 1 loss and 5 wins are still the greatest team in Super Bowl era. We don't get our butt beat. We just got 1 and shouldn't have got that.
Right. Because, we went 5-0. And then, the Ravens, they barely won. And we got cheated on that, John. But, we won 5 rings. Dwight Clark was there for what? All 4, right?
No. He, but he wasn't playing for all 4, but he was there for all 4, yeah. Or all 5. All of them, actually. Dwight's been around, of course, yeah.
Salute to Dwight Clark, you know salute to Dwight Clark, Mr. James, and the Niner Empire, like, you know what I'm saying? And I hope we do play Dallas in the NFC Championship. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Classic.
Right,
and the same result. Beat that cowboy ass.
Push though. You know what I'm saying? We might do the TO. Do the TO on the star. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the game needs to be at Levi Stadium. And just like Dwight, I want to see Selleck stretched out. Oh, Cowboy fans would lose their mind. Again? Oh, not again. Go home, Cowboys. You lost. And we going to the final.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ronbo, my right-handed guy, I was at work, right? And cause I work at Lowe's, so like I'm a greeter, and I mean I be checking receipts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard the cashier, and I mean she was like they go Brent Selleck. So so I look up. I said, "Yo, you Brent Selleck?" Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "What's up?" So like, I was like, "Congratulations," because they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So then, Brent Selleck, he good people's like, because I told him, I said, Brent, I'm a Niners fan. So he was like, you know what? I respect it. My brother played for the Niners. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it was all love, Ronbo. If it's super time, I said super time. If it's Super Bowl time, then it's Super Bowl time. Niner Empire, let's get this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Know what you said. Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? We're going to do our thing this year. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
You understand, Ronbo?
I understand. We supposed to be there. We deserve to be there. Our time has come.
Right.
Cena. My time is here. My time is now. They'll never see us because the time is now. Yeah.
The champ is here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Ronbo. Let them know the champ is here. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Dwight Clark. You heard me?
I'm hearing you. Yeah, we gonna go, man. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna look for you tomorrow, man. Hopefully everybody's in a better mood, man, because this is a rough day, but we gonna get through it. All right?
All right, Ronbo, keep your head up. Salute to Dwight Clark, the family, the Niner Empire. And we on the motherfucking rise. You heard me?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm out. Thank you, Ronbo. Let's get it. You hear me?
Izzo.
Izzo. You understand? All right, Ronbo.
That was fun. Yeah, I needed that. Hey, let's go to. Hey, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Good to hear from you, Sean. And
yeah, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Yeah, it's enduring, man. Cause
yeah, man.
I think about Dwight, man. I just think about him. I can't. The suffering is what hurts me the most, man. We went through months of this, man, and all of a sudden we get this day, and we knew it was coming, but I kept thinking, maybe he can win. But the back of your mind, you know it's gonna be really tough for him to win. He lost today, Sean. Yeah. So we got.
It's I hate to sound, unconsiderate, but it's a slow death sentence. What it is, ALS and MS and all those other diseases, man. It's a slow death sentence, man. And we're lucky enough to even have him around as long as we did, and to be able to appreciate him as long as we did. So, respects to the family and everybody else who supported him, through thick and thin and everything else, man. Because he was a living legend during his time, but now he's straight up a legend, and it's just, hey man, there's no more suffering for the guy. He's in a better place, and he can, everything that he went through here on earth, he doesn't have to deal with that in the heavens, so it's it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet, so to speak. You don't want to see a guy suffer like that, and and he tried to hide it for a long time, and when he finally just said, hey, there's no, just to the point where he couldn't hide it anymore, that's when he came out and let everybody know. And then, for the last season when he gave his speech, you know what I mean? And you can kind of see the writing on the wall where he didn't have much time, and he knew it. That's why, he gave that speech. And man, dude's a legend. There's not too many fucking people that when they leave this earth, that leave here as a legend. You know what I'm saying?
So
he left here as a legend. People come and go every day, Ronbo. Come and go every day, man. But when they go, most of them aren't most of them don't leave here as legends. He left here as a legend. You know what I'm saying? That's some serious shit, man. So respect to him and his family and everybody who supported him mentally and physically while they was there, man.
So true, Sean. Words that ring absolutely accurate, man. And I remember them stories when he told how at some point, and he couldn't hardly button his shirt. So you're right. He went through this maybe years before he even let us know, you know?
Yeah, well, he was, I was listening to KNBR radio, and when he first announced to the public that he had ALS, man, I mean, he had it for years before he even came to the public with it, you know what I mean? And he was just trying to hide it because he was such a physical specimen. You know, imagine being a physical specimen like fucking Dwight Clark, and all of a sudden you don't have control of your own body. That's some shit to have to deal with. That's some shit to have to deal with, man. Imagine being Dwight Clark and all of a sudden you don't have control over your physical movements, over, you know, just a lot of things with your body. You know what I'm saying? Some more personal than others. I know we say, yeah, he couldn't button the shirt, but a lot of, you know, just imagine when he's just there with him and his wife or him and whoever, the things that we don't know about that happened to him. You know, so he fought a serious battle that we have no idea what he went through, man. But we still feeling it for him, you know? That's some serious shit, man. He went through, so he was, I don't want to say he was living a nightmare. I don't want to say that because I wasn't there with him, but I know something like that, that's got to be tough on any man, especially when you're just a physical specimen of fucking Dwight Clark and you physically see yourself dwindling away. You know what I mean? That's got to be some tough shit. We got to try and put our perspective in his shoes, what he really went through. That's some scary shit, man, knowing that you're on a slow death sentence. You know what I mean? Just knowing you're going. It's just a matter of when, you know? So.
And can you imagine, he's looking into his wife's eyes and his loved ones and everybody, and everybody's aware of the fact of what's coming down the road. That's the part that I I feel that so badly. It's just helpless. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, but here's the great thing about it, though, Ronbo. Here's the great thing about it. His physical presence might be gone, but we're going to be talking about this man, and we got to make sure that we tell our kids about him, and our kids tell their kids about him, and
keep
our
that footage in the
tell
house.
Their grandkids about him.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah. As a matter of fact, my aunt, they did, I want to say it was probably about 15, 16 years ago, they did a drawing for a trip to Hawaii. You can go check her out on Facebook. Her name is Elaine Plata, man, and Dwight Clark pulled her
DM
name out. She won a trip to Hawaii.
Okay.
What's that?
DM me so I don't forget that. Write it down for me somewhere.
Yeah, man.
Facebook or wherever, so I can just click the link.
Yeah, I'll do it. In fact, I'll just tag you in it.
There you go.
I'll just tag you in it. Dwight Clark pulled the drawing, and they got a free trip to Hawaii, man. So they got a picture with Dwight Clark and all that shit, man. So there's a lot of good shit.
Forget him.
There's a lot of. Oh, hell no, man. That was Dwight Clark and Jerry Rice were her motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Those were her dudes. You know what I mean? Those were her dudes, man. I mean, just obsessed with them dudes, man. But man, I'm gonna jump up off here, man. I'm not gonna be long-winded, man. I just want to jump up on here, and I just want y'all to know I be listening, bro. Over and out.
Great to hear from you, Sean, man. Looking forward to you getting on back here, man. Don't make us wait so long. How's the little girl? Does she sleep?
No, yeah, actually she's asleep, man. I took her, we went for a nice long walk in Chicago heat, man, so she's out. She's out,
that
man.
heat will do it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, so I just slid in here, man. But I'm out.
All right, John. Talk to you later.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you,
yes,
fam.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey. And Rose Matheson. Yes. We lost royalty. The next Super Bowl is for number 87. And you know every 49er out there is thinking that too. Working hard each and every play. Nobody takes a down off. Everybody is 150 miles an hour on every play. Because see, it's like what John Lynch has been trying to do is perpetuate the old 49ers and incorporate that whole attitude, mentality, and environment with the new Niners. That picture last week with it was that Adrian Colbert, and you know who? Ronnie Lott. And him and Spoon standing next to him, man. See, that's what you got to love about John Lynch, man. San Francisco, he says, I was born in 1980, began liking the Niners in 89. My 4th grade year, I want a red and gold funeral. Big Daddy 69. Nothing but love. We do have one statue, number 87 in the museum, yeah. See, I've not been there yet. And I figured there's a lot of statues in the museum. So you know what? Take it back. They've already got that. They don't have it. You know how traditionally you have those things sitting out in front of the stadium? So as you're coming from the parking lot, you'd be walking by, you sort of give it a rub, you go out by. It's still, it's high-tech style, displayed inside, but it's still in there. It says, I really did. The catch will always be remembered by the Dwight Clark 1, Terrell Owens and 2, and Vernon Davis catch 3. In that order, right? Yeah, I like that. Empire strike back 49ers. Rest in peace, Dwight Clark. He done so much for the 49ers. And as was reading today, I remembered Clark working as a commentator on the 49ers postgame show about 4 or 5 years ago. He was always optimistic about us returning back to the Super Bowl. Returning back to Super Bowl form. Dwight, I know you're watching, man. You just could have been right. Could be coming up this year. And Coach Tim says the second was a T-shirt honoring it. It was big on him. But he started very young as a 49er fan. And today, at age 36, we cried together today. But we rejoice for the gifts he gave us all. Yeah, Coach. And Toya Scott, this year is going to be one to remember for years to come. I bet you that's right. Random Hawaii, rest in paradise, Dwight Clark. Ray Arvizu, remember Dwight Clark wants us to be stronger than ever. Empire, we will dominate 2018 for DC. Yeah. Shoe 559, question, when do you think McGlinchey, Pettis, and Warner are going to sign their rookie contracts? Hard to tell on that right now, though. The first stringers and the ones that think they're real important, their agents always go nuts. So there's no way to know that yet. Daniel Cohen, let's use a passing of Dwight Clark as a battle cry win for Dwight. Like that. Clarence Molina, the last piece of the puzzle is there. Sometimes a team needs a push to achieve that greatness of a Super Bowl. The celebration of 87's life will be that motivation. Like that. Let's go check out Nighthawk.
What's up, Rambo? What's going on?
Oh, Nighthawk, man, we're just sitting here trying to deal with the fact that we just lost legend, man. One of the dudes that started it all.
I was like 3 years old when he made that cash.
You probably didn't even know what you was looking at. You was looking at greatness, Nighthawk. You was looking at the beginning of a 14-year run that included the 49ers the whole time.
Yeah, because, I mean, when I was 3 years old, that's when he made the cash, but I wasn't, like, I didn't see him live because I was 3, so
yeah.
I was kind of 3 years old. I didn't see him, so...
Hey, do you actually remember when you were 3? I mean, what do you remember when you were 3?
But I didn't know, because I saw the highlights. They were showing the highlights about him. I was like, damn, that was a good player.
You had to at least be 5, though, to appreciate that. I hear you. Oh, man.
But my respect is with him. I seen the highlight. He was a good player.
Damn good. Dwight made a lot of clutch plays. He gets a lot of credit for that one, but Dwight was like that go-to dude, man. Dwight could run and break some routes, and he was tall. So at that time, being that kind of length, and he used it real well, Joe was just working him. Bam.
Yeah,
Clark
like
first down. Man.
Yeah, it was like Chris Sarman because I didn't watch the TV. Usually I wasn't into football when I was 3 years old.
Yeah, I bet not. At 3 years old, it's all about just surviving mom and dad making you behave. Yeah. 3's a terrible time.
Yeah, but like I said, but when I got older and I saw the highlights of his, I said I was there. But like I said, I mean, some people not there, some people not there, but some people, whoever was there was lucky to see him.
True. Those are, you don't get a lot of moments like that in your lifetime, Nighthawk, man. To be on top of that kind of action is just crazy. You just can't get over it.
Yeah, but my respect was with the family too.
Yeah, they're the ones that are enduring. We suffer, but not like they're feeling it. It's, the wife said she lost her best friend as well too. So it's, and such is life. It's one of the bad parts.
And I respect the Funhouse Empire too.
Yeah, we've been so behind Dwight the whole time. He didn't tell us until it was into its late stages too, Nighthawk. So, Dwight didn't want everybody to go through that with him. But the last little while, he had to let us know. He knew the end was coming.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end, he's in a better place.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm looking at now. No more suffering, no more medication. No more going through just the anxiety of not being able to be Dwight anymore. Just end it. You can feel good about that.
Because sometimes when you're sick like that, it's like you said, you like, I want to go. Because it's like when you have that pain, you don't know how it feels like.
You just know you want it to stop. You don't want to be there for it. Yeah.
But my respect is with him.
Yeah, it's awesome, Nighthawk. Well, Nighthawk, I'll tell you what, Red Gold, tomorrow we'll be talking about maybe something good times going on in camp or something, right?
Yep. Go Ninos. Nighthawk is out.
Nighthawk. Hey, Dino! Come on in, D!
What's going on, Ronbo?
D, man, we just gotten together to support each other at this really terrible time. But like we keep saying, everybody, it feels better to know that Dwight he's not having to deal with no pain. So, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say, first of all, like everybody else, rest in peace for Dwight Clark, man. Gave us all you had, and that's all we could ask for. You know what I'm saying? And the memories is priceless. You know what I'm saying? Because especially for somebody that's like my generation, like I'm 31, and I'm old, but I'm young. Like I'm old to a sense where we didn't have YouTube and stuff like that when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying?
True.
We didn't have none of that. So when the highlights came, like the Dwight Clark, you know what I'm saying, Joe Montana, you had to treasure them moments because we didn't get to see that. I didn't get to see that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more the Steve Young, Jerry Rice era. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so like when Dwight Clark, when them highlights would come on, it was like it make you proud. It's like, dang, because you see like, man, we've been balling since the get go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like how these youngsters that's like 17, 18, they didn't get to see Jordan really play like that. They can see highlights and stuff. They could go to YouTube and look at it, but we didn't get to do that. You know what I'm saying? With like when a commercial came on, you just have to look at it, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So then another thing too, man, is like when everybody got a birthday and a death day. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Those two numbers, it don't even matter. That little dash in the middle, that's what mattered.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is what you do in between them dates.
Absolutely.
So Dwight Clark, man, he gave us a lot with that little slash. He did a lot for us, man, especially being a Niner fan, because it was just like when I look at that play, when I look at that catch, it kind of looked like the play was about to be over. Like he just came out of nowhere and just grabbed the ball in the back of the end zone. I was looking at it like, oh, like every time I look at it, like right now, I'd be like, dang, man, look how he going, like ain't nobody gonna get that ball. Then he just come out of nowhere and grab it.
Swooped in. It's like the defense got put to sleep. While that play formed, it's amazing. Walsh was just ridiculous brilliant.
And see, I saw the Terrell Owens. I saw that game, I saw, I jumped up, spilled my drink, and I saw that one too. But that Dwight Clark one, that's kind of like, man, that's like, it was the first one, and it's gonna be the first one we think about too when we think about the catch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I give T.O. his props. I give
Vernon Davis.
Vernon Davis his props, but that catch, man, at the back of the end zone, it was kind of like how Jordan did the last shot, from the top of the key. It was like poetry in motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time. It's like the world stood still for a split second. There was silence, and all of a sudden, whoa, that just happened. So yeah.
And so, and then another thing, man, my uncle, when he was like 13 years old, he had this blood disease called sarcoidosis.
Oh.
And it affects people different ways, you know what I mean? And his affected his eyesight. And when he was like 13, 14, he started losing his eyesight. Like by the time he was about 25, 26, he was totally blind. And and so what I remember growing up, it was he could watch TV, like he could see silhouettes and stuff. But toward the last months of the last 2 years of him dying, before he died, he was going through it, man. He was just in and out of the ER all the time, emergency. I would leave work or somebody would leave work and come get him. But he was in bad shape, man. And it's like, that ain't no way to live.
No, that's.
And see, Dwight Clark, he I guarantee you, when your life is on the line, or like you on your deathbed, you think about everything that you done did. You know what I'm saying? And he put it all on the table, Ronbo. He left it all on the table. His family, they said they gonna miss him, but at the end of the day, they proud. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He left a lot. He left a strong legacy for them.
Good. So
when you think about 49ers, Clark is one of the names you're gonna think about forever.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, so man, it's gotta be.
But it's all good, man. We just gotta get that ring for us, that ship for us. That way, he can be proud of it.
Yes.
And the family, family could be, have something to hold in the sky for his honors. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't that be awesome? Gosh, that'd be so awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see what's up. We'll see.
But all right, y'all, I'll tap in with y'all tomorrow. I know y'all got callers and stuff, Ronbo.
All right, Dino. Appreciate you, man. Look for you tomorrow, too.
Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right.
Night, Dino. Yeah, Dino making a lot of sense, man. It's the beginning, you're born. At the end, you'll say goodbye. But it's what happens between, in that line between, like that. And your area code is 859. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, ain't never heard from you in a long time. What's up?
Oh, man, but what's going on, brother, man? I just been working, man. They changed my shift and stuff. I'm back on first shift now, so good. I usually call you at work. But now, since I be kind of sleep around about 10 o'clock and stuff, so you know how it be, man. So how you been doing, Ronbo?
John, I was doing crazy good until all of a sudden got that. We knew Dwight wasn't going to be with us a lot longer, but you hoped he would. But I didn't know. You never know. You can't prepare yourself for these days. And I'm going through the internet. Wow. And there's the information, the announcer. Oh, man, no. Dwight's gone, man. So it's just okay. We arrived here. We just roll forward because that's what Dwight would want us to do. So
right,
trying to get through it.
Oh man, because you know what, man, Dwight Clark, man, he was. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Back in the day, he was the reason why I became a Niners fan.
Yeah.
In 1981 against them Cowboys, because I was a Lions fan. I was a Detroit Lions fan at first, right? So the NFC Championship game against the Dallas Cowboys, it was at Candlestick Park.
Yep.
And when he made the catch, of course they beat Dallas, and next thing you know, they was in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I was living in Michigan at the time, and you know, so I was like about 13 years old. So, you know, I was in the 6th or 7th grade, you know. So I became a 49er fan. I've been a diehard fan ever since.
Yeah.
I ain't jumped on nobody else's bandwagon or anything.
You know.
So, you know, yes.
And John, let me ask you, how did it, you know, Landry was like, him and the Cowboys. First of all, I didn't like Landry, the way he walked up and down the sideline with that arrogant look on his face like, we are supreme. And then they got adopted as America's team. I said, what?
Right.
How come?
Yeah.
You know, so it was such a pleasure to see him come down off his high Landry horse. And the Cowboys standing on the sideline looking like somebody just peed on him. Oh, God, that was an awesome feeling.
Yeah, those were some great memories, man. And, you know, God rest his soul, man, because, you know, he was a good athlete. I remember, you know, he was a good receiver, you know, had great hands. You know, he was pretty tall. He ran good routes and stuff. And him and Joe Montana had a nice connection, man.
Didn't they? Always on the same page.
Oh, man. Yes, indeed. So, you know, when I just looked up, I just turned on Ronbo Sports, man, and it popped up. I was like, oh, my goodness. I almost dropped a tear, man. So I'm going to have to call in today. I mean, because, you know, like, I'm like about to go to bed, so I was like, nah, let me go ahead and call in and, you know, represent, man, and, you know, and let you know how I feel about old Dwight. But, you know, this season,
I'm glad you did, John. Shucks. Appreciate that, man.
Indeed, man, you know. I'm going to have to just keep calling in, man, because, you know, I got to since I changed my shift, man, it's like, I don't know if I'm coming or going, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm sleeping 8 o'clock at night and stuff. I'm like, man, you know, so.
Yeah, all hours. So you'll adjust. You can do it.
Yes, indeed, my man. But, man, it was good hearing from you, Mr. Ronbo, man. And, you know, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow, big dog.
I'll be looking for you too, John. Have a good night, huh?
You too, sir. All right, man. Bye-bye.
Hey, and Daniel, go ahead. Is that right? Go ahead. It says, let's use the passing of Dwight Clark as a battle cry win for Dwight. I like that. And Clarence Mullane on the last piece of the puzzle is there. Sometimes a team needs a push to achieve that greatness of a Super Bowl. The celebration of 87's life will be that motivation. Ray Arvizu says Dwight Clark has the ultimate seat in heaven. Cheering on the gold rush in 2018. Yes. And Coach says, when Juice makes that devastating block at the goal line, when our defense stops the most potent offenses, when it's select time, number 87 was just there. Feel it, fam. Go Niners. You know, for those of us who are deeply religious, superstitious, or whatever, you're going to feel the presence of Dwight in this upcoming season on certain plays. Don't fight it. Roll with it. Speak on it. It's no big deal. You can always do it on Ronbo's. I will not ever doubt you, laugh at you. And we got mods to make sure if anybody says anything wrong, they will be gone. This is the place. Hey, Albert Butler. And that's the legacy our new group needs to embrace. He's so special to us. Yeah. Alfonso, the great, walked by him one time at Candlestick and didn't realize it was Clark till the next day. You know what? I bet you we've all done that. But you were lucky enough to realize who you walked by. You know, because a lot of times people walk by, they didn't realize. Or you see it, you see the face, but you don't believe it. No, I know that ain't Dwight Clark. Is that Dwight Clark? Nah, what is he doing out here? Because normally we don't think they do the same things as we do, right? Al Chignon says, a great legend has left us full of great memories, fam. Rest in peace. Yeah. America 81. Ooh. Super Bowl 53 should belong to our Niners for Dwight. Yes. Rich Hidalgo. We appreciate you, fam. Hey, thanks, Rich, man. Shucks. Just have to hang out, man, because you know this is the time I want to be at the family, man. Because like, man, oh, here he is from Middle America. Is Illinois what we call in the middle of America? I think it is. Maybe a little bit to the.
I'm not ready, man.
Hey, it's the 1-2. Well, formerly known as the 1-2-3 kid is now CM Punk.
Can you come back to me?
Oh, you're not ready? We'll come back.
All right, thank you.
He's become such a grown-up now. You check the way he's so formal and all. Let me go ahead and see. Is that... Wait a minute. Is that... Oh, it's a D. It's Pete Diggy.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Diggy, man. We're just, as a family, man, we're mourning the loss of one of our greatest. And it's been comforting, actually. But, Diggy, what do you think, man?
Yeah, same thing, man. It's touching. I happened to have been at that 49er Cowboy game this past season when it was Dwight Clark Day.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there thinking back to it. I ran into him in the airport. This was about 3.5 years ago. Got a picture with him. And,
all right.
So, yeah, it was great to meet him.
Yeah.
And, he's going to be missed. I mean, as a Niner fan, you know, he's a legend.
Absolutely.
I mean, as a football fan, period. I mean, you know, the catch will be in NFL films forever.
Ever.
You know, not just with the Niners, but, you know, so it's going to be missed, man.
Yeah.
I just hope that as we move on into the season through mini camps and training camp, and we get the show rolling this year, that we can, you know, go ahead and win this thing for Dwight.
Wouldn't it be great?
You know?
Man, that'd be so awesome. That'd be one emotional offseason, man. I mean, from that Super Bowl on, God, it'd be tough not to wake up every morning and think about that, man. Dang. Whew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But on another note, not to change subject from that same point, but you know, Niners. This is our last week of OTAs, and then we got a mandatory minicamp next week, I believe.
Yeah, which is really funny because the schedule doesn't match. Some of the teams have already started their mandatory, but I guess it's not important that everybody be on the same schedule. But yeah, this is the last few days of mini. I mean, OTAs anyway. Yeah.
Right. What's your thought, Ronbo, about? I know you've talked about it. You know, I call and listen a lot. I don't call too often, but your thoughts about the pass rush. You know, I know that's been something we've been really kind of on and hoping.
Listen,
it comes around this year. I think that's one of the biggest question marks still we're trying to figure out.
You know why I don't think it's going to be a question mark this year? Okay, for the last 4 seasons, is it 2014? Yeah, for the last 3 seasons before this one, the 49ers had to come in, read a playbook, go through classroom, learn your movements, go through this, go through that. Every year they give us a new defense, a new DC. The thinking now, I'm thinking, okay, 2 years, finally, in the same system. Those are not poor athletes out there. They're not bad players. But if you got to come in and learn a playbook that's as thick as a phone book, and you got to learn the movements, you got to get in sync with the guy next to you, that's just really hard to do. So that defense may not be anywhere near as bad as it looks, but this year, they can play fast. They don't have to think. Just move your ass. Diggy, I'm telling you right now, 49ers don't fall out of the top half on defense, and they're thinking and talking like that already. So I got huge faith in them. Huge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited, man. Can't wait for the season. Like I said, it's a thing for today with Dwight, but he's resting in a better place, you know.
Yeah.
The fact that he was suffering, you know.
That's what I feel too.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to it, man. I think Kyle and John, you know, what we're building. I know they haven't really kind of built on the slogan brick by brick, too much this offseason. I'm sure some video is coming as we get in training camp and everything. But
yeah, they did say they're going to continue that.
If you think about where we are based on when Kyle and John came in last year, I think we got maybe four players on offense and maybe 5 on defense or something like that. It's like 10 or 11 players.
Was it even up like that? I didn't pay any attention. You talking about the draft?
No. Just the roster.
In general.
When John and the roster in general, when Kyle and John took over things, when they came in, they changed over the roster where we only have like 10 or 11 players, I believe. That's still on. That was on the roster prior to that.
Oh, you mean during the Bulky era? You're right.
There
ain't many left.
From Bulky to John left.
Yeah, they got rid of the last free agent of Bulkies. Zane Bayless was the last guy, and no more free agents. And now we just got them first-round draft picks and a couple of more. So there's not many bulky picks left. Most of those guys you see out there now are from the new regime. Exactly right. Yeah.
That's right. But Fred Warner, man. Golly. Can't wait to see him.
Wow.
Him, Reuben, Malcolm Smith. This linebacking core. God.
That's going to be something. They got it all. They got coverage.
And Richard Sherman, man. Sherman and the swag he brings to the whole defense, the whole team. The same way Jimmy Garoppolo changed things by just coming in last year. I think you're going to see the same effect from Sherman on the defense. Yeah.
I love it. Man, I like this. That's why when people say we need players for more leadership, no. Next person comes in trying to help leadership will just be in the way. We got strong leaderships on both sides of the ball right now.
Strong leadership. Right now. Yeah.
Well, Diggy, let me tell you what, man. I'm going to see you tomorrow. We can get back on into this some more.
Okay. Right? Sounds good.
Thanks,
appreciate you, Ronbo.
Hey, appreciate you, fam.
Niners for life, man.
Yes.
Niner Empire. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, this is Pete Diggy. All right. Let's see if we go back to CM. Tyler.
Hey, can you come to me after the next caller?
All right, Daddy. We'll get one more. All right.
I'll join in.
And who is that?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey,
what's good?
Oh, man, AJ, man, I ain't talked to you in a long time. Yeah.
It's been solid for me, man. I've been doing my thing, man.
Yeah, apparently, man. It's got you tied up. I hope it's been it must be lucrative, too.
Yeah. Whatever counts the motherfucking bank, right?
That's it's sad, but it's the meaning of life, What is a man worth?
Yeah. But I ain't getting to shine like you, Ronbo, man. You had me thinking, man. You had me thinking. You was feeling the, you showed some spirit on the YouTube or whatnot, or out there casting your show, man. So I was like, he's touched. My man is touched by 87, man. Hey, that was a good worker, man. He was a worker.
Yeah, I tell you, the emotions, when you've been a 49er fan forever, man, these things all of a sudden, it's out of, you can't even control those emotions. When you get, as attached as we are, right? Certain things are rough, So, yeah, we're getting there, man. We're getting through it.
Damn that right now. Not to cut anybody off on the feelings, my brother, but it's 49 time, and I wanted to be, hopefully, with the spirit of the fact that Levi Stadium is a new stadium, bro. We need to make some new things happen so we can get that feeling like we had at the Stick, and then make that, I don't know about 10-6 or 14 whatever. But if we get close to what we need to be, the closer we are, the more of that spirit can kick in.
I know.
Dwight can kind of take over and use his mojo while we're doing our thing in Levi's, because that's a brand new area. But
I agree.
Man, I think in Shanahan, bro, what's his biggest challenge, man? What do you think his biggest challenge? I got a few odds and ends about it, but what do you think his biggest challenge this year?
His biggest challenge is it's getting all his guys to be able to execute as he actually lays it out. Because, see, the thing is, his system's going to be tough. It'll be a little shaky in the beginning, I got a feeling. Not to the point they can't execute and win, but they'll still be making mistakes and come back to the sideline and say, sorry, coach. Because they'll know better. Because by then they'll know what they're doing, but now can you do it? Can you execute? Because if you can, you'll win. It's just like that. Because I don't believe you had Bill Walsh back in the day. If Walsh's people do exactly as they're taught, they cannot be stopped. I feel the same way about Shanahan. If you do as he's hand-built this team, it has a certain amount of speed, it has a certain amount of size, it has the ideal quarterback. If you do as we've learned and as I've taught you, that Shanahan's thinking that's all you need to do. Get ready to go to the top. So that's what I'm thinking.
I remember, Ronbo. You're right. I agree, brother. I agree. I remember you were saying that, Shanahan. You was really advocating and supporting him to get to the Niners. I was on that Chargers coach down there in L.A. But
that's right. I remember
man,
that,
you're 100% right. Shanahan do got something special now. And I vouch for everything that you just said. And a $1,800 million results of spirit, man. So we want the spirit of unique, what you said back in the past about what we need. We got that dude, Shanahan. Hopefully he'll be able to put that actual X's and O's and how it's new. Because I had another question, man, because they practice outside of the Levi Stadium. And, you know, you got Spygate and people, people can, whatever team can do things. What do you think about things like that, man? I'll be trying to, wonder what can happen in a situation where if they really fear you or really have some things that's about to happen and they just get a tip that, whatever, and then they go out there and get some extra Spygating going on, videotaping, because they got security, so I guess...
I hope they got security, AJ, because I'm telling you, man, you're right. You're absolutely right. And you're out there in the wide open. And them little drones that be flying by, I just hope they get shot down, man, because, it's just serious. They'll be doing that.
I was just skeptical, man, real talk. It wasn't like I was doing a conspircy thing. No. I really feel like that, even with the fans, because I was up there and living in Seattle, and I was able to get real close to the, those sea chickens and whatnot. I was
you could have been taking film, right?
About,
you could have been filming.
Well, right, I could have been filming, but I didn't have to do. We had the greater team. We just kind of muffed it up, and our chances got screwed somehow. I don't know really where it went wrong, but I think
but I'm saying the potential was there. I'm just saying the potential was there.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could have got footage.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. You're right.
For sure.
Somebody could be running around Canada or Levi's. And, acting like, I'm 49. Forget you all decked out in the red, got his little camera running, flies on back to Seattle. So you're right.
Yeah, man. They can even go low tech with it. Do a couple of pigeons, sea pigeons coming up, seagulls and whatnot. We don't know.
Yeah.
We gotta watch them busters, man. They busters. We don't play that. We don't play that from Cali, man. And anything else that everybody respect about the Niner family, man. We all faithful. Yeah. We all we got. We got to get through this murky water from the first 4 or 5 games, I think. I think we doable in the first 4 or 5 games out the gate. We might get slowed down a little bit with some better defense. Cause I don't think – who got the best D before I go? Who got the best D this year? What's your gut feeling about who's going to take number 1, number 2?
First game we play against the Vikings, that's going to be hardcore defense. So you get past the Vikings, ain't no telling how many games the 49ers will run off. As much as people like to talk about how badass the Rams are, their defense is not as good as Jacksonville. It's not as good as Minnesota. If they beat Minnesota, the Rams need to be concerned. But AJ, we have to go. Hey, AJ, I'm going to see you tomorrow, fam. All right?
Yeah, man. Rest in peace. 87 to give me a number, something of his caliber, man. He was the spirit of the team for quite some time. So I'm gonna keep in touch, man. Great show, man.
Because it's a long time. I forgot. Where's my boy AJ, man?
Yeah, I'm back. Hey, man, I had to call in for the ledger, man. He definitely was that guy.
Appreciate it too, AJ.
Man, never mind. Candlestick. Rest in peace. 87. Go on, man.
All right, AJ. Yeah. Have a good night. All right. And Bashar is cruising along, all decked out in the colors. Bashar, what's up?
What's up, Ronbo? How's it going? I know it's a sad day for all of us in the Empire.
Yeah.
I had to get on here and talk to you. And
good.
I literally just got out of the gym, but when I'm at the gym, this is what I'm wearing, my 49ers shorts.
All right.
I got my hat on. This is a Dwight Clark signature on it, baby.
All right. You got, oh, man. Dude's got a ciggy on his, all right.
I got my Dwight Clark story for you.
Good. Let us have it.
Unfortunately, I came to this country as a little kid, and my parents didn't know what football was, and I caught on to football later in life to my brother. Years ago, he made me a Niner fan. I'm a Niner fan because of my brother. And
all right.
We're all Niner fans because of Dwight Clark.
Ooh.
That's why we're Niner fans.
All right.
That catch.
That catch did it.
We wouldn't be talking right now because if it weren't for Dwight Clark.
Wow.
There wouldn't be a Ronbo show if it weren't for Dwight Clark.
You know, as a matter of fact, you might have caught on to football, but maybe not necessarily the 49ers. Exactly. Yeah.
I met so many Niner fans, family, friends, people at the games, people through Ronbo, through you, just all because I became a Niner fan. And Dwight Clark is why we all became Niner fans.
Ain't that amazing?
That's why we became Niner fans, you know? That
Circle
amazing
it
catch.
all the way back to one guy. Love it.
That catch was heard around the world. So one day at work, this is a few years back, I posted the picture on my Facebook if you haven't seen it. Check it out. So one day at work, my old job, I went to lunch, went to get a bite to eat, and I see all these cars parked. I see this booth set up. I see people lined up, and I'm like, what's going on here? I walked up to somebody. It was a AAA insurance building, some big building, and they said, I walked up to some guy, I'm like, what are they doing over here? He's like, this is a grand opening for our location, and Dwight Clark, I'm going to meet the fans. I'm like, what? I had this exact 49er hat sitting in my car at the time. I always have something 49ers in my car.
Right.
I grabbed that, went to the line, and I stood in line. I don't care how long it took. When I finally met him, everybody's saying this. I know it sounds cliche and may sound overrated because everybody keeps saying it. But I'm somebody who's met plenty of celebrities in my life. I've met plenty of athletes in my life, plenty of musicians. I can go on and on about that.
Yeah.
I've hung out with wrestlers. You name it. I mean, there is. I felt like I knew this guy. I felt like I knew him, dude. He's so nice to the fans.
Yeah.
He doesn't care if you're a fan.
That's awesome.
Man, dude, I told the guy. I was like, hey, Dwight Clark. What's up, man? Hey, my cousin. He used to have season tickets at Candlestick, and he sat right by you, and he was telling me, I was like, hey, man, is Dwight Clark a cool guy? Is he fun? Is he a nice guy? So, hey, man, he shared my nachos. I had my nachos with Dwight Clark. I was like, oh, really, Dan? That's so cool. So I told Dwight Clark that story, and he laughed. And, man, that made my day, man. That made my day. Such a cool guy, man. Such a cool guy.
That's a great story.
I wish I got to watch him like you guys did, but, man, I'm just so happy that I got to meet him and that he just brought so much joy to all of our hearts, man.
See, that's the thing, Bashar. Even though you didn't see the game, you can watch that footage forever, but you had a closer moment than that, so you can be happy with that.
Without a doubt, man. Hopefully our team gets a little boost, a spiritual boost from this.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're riding high this off season. We have a lot of expectations. Hopefully this just boosts our team even more.
I hope so. They got to be feeling it. I know Kyle's going to talk to them and say, hey, where's your head at? Let's talk about this, man. You guys ready to roll now? I think so. Yeah. They know what it means. That's John Lynch's whole prerogative. Bringing that old school mighty dynasty, bring that ambiance into the locker room right now. Yeah, I believe they're starting to feel it, Bashar. I think we're going to see something real special this year. I really do.
I did too. So we're going to be making some new memories at Levi's, some new
we
historical events
need.
at Levi's. New legends will be made and dreams will be crushed.
That's right. Well, Bashar, we're going to let you go ahead and drive along because we're going to shut house here in a minute. Appreciate you getting in here, man. Talk to you later.
Dwight Clark, he doesn't have to suffer anymore. My condolences go to the family and everything.
That's the good part. That's the good part. No more suffering. Appreciate you getting in here, Bashar. Talk to you later, huh?
Take care, man.
All right, too. Yeah. I guess that's everybody. We all rest our. It puts you in a good place to think about that. Dwight is feeling good. He could use his arms and legs. He can move around now. He's fine. Tyler Ledbetter, Dwight Clark, up in heaven playing football. All the players that pass, Wallace and Seifert, coaches, of course. Alfred Butler, Florida boy, living this 49er life, Ronbo. I appreciate everything you do. Keep up the good work. You all I got. Hey. That's high praise, fam. Appreciate you, man. You need to, right here. And Johnny being good one. What are these names, man? The creativity behind. He says, I met Dwight at a bar. We took shots together. How many people could actually say this? You took shots together with Dwight? I would love to see what a slightly inebriated Dwight Clark would be like. Because, when you see Dwight on TV, Dwight looked like a fun-loving guy that was always in a good mood. Now, if you get him a little bit high and the mood gets even more festive, Dwight must be unreasonably fun. Hey, all right, Tyler, are you ready, Tyler? Because I'm getting ready to leave, man. Tyler, you can't do that tonight. Tyler, we're going to save the rocking and rolling for tomorrow. Hey, Tyler's got it. He can't. I did say it's Monday night. Did I say it was Monday Night Raw? I did not. Tyler. Oh, God. We'll wait until he finishes up. Some things are appropriate and some things are not. This is not a good time for the cult of personality. I got to talk to him about this when he gets in. Tyler. Yeah. Tyler, we'll save the rocking for tomorrow. And I know Dwight probably likes rock and roll, but Hey, but Tyler, share your thoughts and feelings with this man. What are you feeling tonight, man? Are you riding through this okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sad by the news, but I'd rather talk about other stuff. But it's sad news, obviously. But
yeah, Well, you weren't here.
Yeah, he's an icon
during that time.
He's an icon.
Yeah. Well, real quickly, go ahead, because we only got a few more minutes here. But you had something else on your mind?
Man, we scored on 62% of Jimmy G's drives. The Patriots scored on 51%. We nearly doubled the league average.
Oh, man.
So you can't tell me that he's not special. And then this Packers fan is like, on Instagram, he's like, Jimmy G is not that good. He's like, look at his numbers. And I'm like, okay, statistics don't tell the story. He's like, yeah, sure, he was winning, but the stats are terrible. It's like, okay, for one thing, he was top 3 in completion percentage. He averaged 300 yards a game. The touchdown-interception ratio isn't very great, but the interceptions, there were like 4 of them that weren't even his fault. They were like tipped out of his hand or whatever. Or the receiver, lets the guy rip it out of his hands like Lewis Murphy.
Tyler?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You were finishing on this. That was just that was not a period on that sentence. No, I know, but you know what? You can tell people from now on that indeed stats do tell the story. So there's nothing you can say about Jimmy G now that's what he does is fully defined on every number you can look up and Google all you like. It's not going to say anything bad. Man's one of the best in the league, finishing up the year, and that's the bottom line. So.
Yeah, he's going to be the. We haven't seen him at the beginning of the year. We don't even know. I think he's going to be fantastic.
I'm looking forward to that. All right.
Yeah. I think
I'm going to cut it short here because you know what? I'm going to take one more call. I'm going to go because it's getting pretty late. So let me see tomorrow. We can talk normal football. Tonight we're going to pay tribute to Dwight, but you got plenty of ball you want to talk about. Let's do that tomorrow, okay?
All right.
All right. Looking for you. Have a good night, Tyler.
Yeah.
All right. And there he is. He just got in under the wire. It's Repent to Jeans. He just got in from the gym, I can tell. Because this is about the time when people finally get through with that last set, get in that shower, exchange a few recipes on the way out the door with the dudes in the gym, because everybody thinks they got the secret. Repent, you're the ones who ought to be passing out the secret, so
yeah,
exactly.
One day, man. One day.
Tell you. Hey, Repent, as a matter of fact, are you working toward competing? Or have you already been competing?
Nah, man, those days are over, man.
I don't look like it. It looks like you. Nah, man, go ahead.
I was gonna say this is just for my wife, man. You know,
what a great thing to say. But you can tell a wife, listen, I'm gonna cut up for about a month and just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And then we get back to being normal.
Hey man, I'm Ronbo. I got to tell you, I'm actually just trying to compete with my wife, man. She had 3 kids and she still only weighs 138 pounds. All right, so you know,
felt like he was under pressure.
No, I'm serious. She's no joke, man. She's tough on me, man. She'll look at me, she'll look at my neck, she'll be like, "Hey, don't be trying to gain weight on me," you know.
Oh, so, she's watching things expand. If anything gets fat, she'll let you know. But this is good, though.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good, man. But I mean, I know we're gonna talk about Dwight Clark, and man, I tell you, man, he, obviously I didn't know him, but not only was he really iconic, but his personality, man. Every time he talked on the camera, man, he always came off genuine, very, very, very transparent, person. Just seemed very kind and generous to other people. So, and the reason why I mentioned how important that is, Ronbo, is I got really annoyed by Terrell Owens recently, man, because Terrell Owens, he disses the Niners. He goes on the Madden cover as a Cowboy. Okay, that's disrespectful, And then he talk about hashtag vet minimum. Come on now, you really, So, but the point I'm making is, it's like then you look at someone like Dwight Clark, man, who had a good character, man, and represented the Niners even well after he retired. You know what I'm saying? So, it makes you really appreciate guys like that because this guy was an 11th round draft pick too, man. You know what I'm saying? How many times, did he have to hear name after name before he got drafted? You know what I'm saying? So
and repent, there is no 10, 11, 9 to 11 round. It's so funny because he was such an undrafted free agent for nowadays because those rounds, 7th round, and Dwight's way down there in the 11th, 10th, 11th round. Like he was in the 10th, I think. But yeah,
hey, 11th round is like the CFL, man. Yeah. That's the only way you're making it come, So,
but look what he did. I don't know why. I can't. What was scouts looking at? Dwight did not look like no low-ranking football player. I don't understand that. To this day, I don't understand that.
Hey, and Ronbo, to this day, scouts really don't know what they're doing. All right,
half the time.
You got guys going in the 7th round. Colbert. Guys going in the 5th, 3rd round. That nobody knows about. So, and so it's gonna happen again this NFL year. Somebody we never even heard about is going to come about. I'm going to be like, he didn't do nothing in college, and all of a sudden he's an all-star. So, but I mean, but before I go, Ronbo, I saw something interesting. I'm sure you probably came across it. They were talking about the Niners' offensive linemen and all the weigh-ins, and I guess Richburg's at 290. Joe Staley, I think, is at 295.
These guys
and. All these guys are, I think they said under 310.
Hey, they're serious. They are serious.
So in the meantime, this is really interesting. In the meantime, I read an article that said Oakland Raiders offensive lineman returned to camp 40 pounds overweight, and I thought that was some kind of like joke, but apparently
it is a bad joke.
Yeah, and I guess John Gruden told him, like, yeah, go ahead and just start eating like crazy. I want you to get big. And I'm just like, Ronbo, is there something I'm missing here? I don't get it. I mean,
Gruden runs a smash mouth. You know what? Remember when Harbaugh had them big mules up in front? Right. Gruden thinks he doesn't realize it's 2018. His style of football is going to get the Raiders in a lot of trouble. I'm looking forward to it. He runs that slow line at Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo's going to tear them from limb to limb. I can't wait to play teams like that, Oh,
my gosh. Yeah, I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? So, along with that, they had NFL Network poll that said, pick your quarterback under 30 for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
So they had Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz, Garoppolo.
Yeah.
And I forget who the last one was.
Derek
I
Carr
know it
was in there.
wasn't Derek Carr, exactly. Jared Goff was not on that list, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Because I noticed he got pretty high on the top 100.
Yeah.
And, of course, it was Garoppolo that took second place behind Carson Wentz. So, at least he's getting a little bit of, appreciation, So
he'll get more than that starting next year. He just hasn't got a big enough sample size for them to go on. They just know he's good. They don't know how good yet. See, so we'll be seeing a lot more rise in the name of Jimmy G soon. So I ain't worried about that stuff.
I tell you, those offensive linemen, man, they're going to be flying all over that field, man. It's going to be nice to see them do that,
This and this is why I say that Shanahan has a plan. There's a lot of 49ers going to go out there playing traditional old-style football, going to get killed by the 49ers. If you can't be quick, the way the speed is on the 49ers team, and if the offensive linemen are going to be fast, now you can play even faster. So guys like Jared McKinnon and all those guys we got running 4.4s, ooh, man, I can't wait to see this.
Oh, man, it's going to be exciting. I'm really happy to see that these players are really, I haven't seen, I feel like it's easier to gain weight than it is to drop weight the way they have, So,
and be athletic. Exactly.
And be athletic at the same time. So I really think it's awesome that they're showing a major commitment. And hopefully, I don't know if you noticed this, Ronbo, they're talking about Reuben Foster taking it really slow. And it sounds like they're really going to they're taking some precautions at least to try to prevent injuries. Because I'm guessing last year that might have been one of the issues that they noticed was putting guys back into the game without giving them time to really,
Reuben wasn't ready. Remember, he took the whole offseason off. He's trying to heal his shoulder. Well, talk about a big neck. Reuben looks big right now. I mean, he don't look fat.
Looks ridiculous.
He looks big. I said, whoa.
I'll tell you, man, he's going to be eating up running backs, man. And so, I mean, I don't know, Ronbo. I mean, how much longer do you think we have to wait to hear something from the NFL? Like,
I wish I knew. I thought they'd already. Well, I guess we'll find out. Repent. I tell you what I'm going to do, though, man. I'm going to look for you tomorrow, huh?
All right, Ronbo, man. Good show, man. I appreciate the shout out to Dwight Clark, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, we got to do it, man. All right, Repent. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, man. Go get something to eat, man. You only got an hour after you work out to put the calories in for them to actually be pretty, absorbed.
Tell me, I gotta clean. I gotta put the kids to bed. It's a whole production over here, man. It's crazy.
All right, fam. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo, man. Good night, man.
Have a good night. Good. Here's a guy, right? What does he say? He says, I do this for my wife. Dude is special. What do we got here? Should I just go down the list here? I see. I love that first girl. It says that Fat Girl Lover 68. that is a name that took some creativity. We lost her. Oh, shucks. Anyway, Think Tank 03. Rest in peace, Dwight Clark. May your competitive spirit live on with our team. And we got him the phone call? Okay. Oh, it's HBK. Come on in, HBK.
Hey, Ronbo, what up, man? Hey, I'm going to go ahead and skip the intro and stuff, but I'm going to pick it up tomorrow night. So right now, it's all about Dwight Clark, number 87 right now.
Yeah.
And, I'm a little perplexed and stuff. 7 months ago, I lost my father.
Oh.
And now, 7 months later and stuff, a member of our 49 family has passed. And, it's like, come to think of it, I was about 3 years old, Ronbo, when the catch happened. Because I was born in 77, and that game was, 81. So I was, I just recently turned
almost
3.
4. Yeah.
Almost 4 at that time. And, and it's like, see, that catch helped put the 49er franchise on the map.
Mm.
I mean, it's like up until that point, Ronbo, we were just, a mere laughing stock of the league at that point.
Oh, it wasn't funny. Boy, just getting a whooping on a regular basis. Oh.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, isn't it funny, Ronbo? It's like one play raises a franchise from mediocrity to all of a sudden it's like, we're like a Super Bowl dynasty off that one play. Yeah, you had to catch part two with T.O. sandwiched in between two Packer defenders, and you had to catch part three with Vernon Davis going, across the middle, and catching it, and Roman Harper, over Roman Harper.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like, and then like, the origin of the play, Ronbo, and stuff, the origin of it was supposed to go to Freddie Solomon, but, they was like, well, the white man, it's like Freddie had fell down, and Solomon, I mean, it's like, and Dwight Clark was like the other option. And it's like every year around Super Bowl time, Ronbo, they play that one iconic play where you see Joe fading back, he's fading back, and 9 times out of 10, there's no incomplete pass thrown right out the back of the end zone. But on that one play, it's like, Dwight caught the ball, and how he had enough presence of mind to stay in bounds. Because granted, yeah, he caught the ball, but okay, what are the chances of you catching the ball and also staying in bounds at the same time? Especially having Emerson Walls, barreling, down
all over you. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, so that would be a play forever etching in the minds all 49 faithful everywhere, young and old. And also, Ronbo and stuff, Dwight Clark, he was also a housing developer here in North Carolina, where, he, lived in Charlotte and attended Clemson, which is, a rival to my school, NC State.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Dwight Clark, does have like a lot of, North Carolina ties and so ACC tied, relations.
Because wasn't he born? He was born in North Carolina, right?
No, I think he might have been. No, I think South Carolina, but it's like he, played ball at Clemson, and it's like and plus by him being the ACC.
No, I know it's a Southern boy. I was trying to figure which state. Was it the Carolinas? Was it? It wasn't Bama.
Yeah, I think it was like South Carolina.
Okay.
I think it was like South Carolina. I mean, cause I think he was a native of South Carolina, but he lived in North Carolina for a while and stuff. Developing houses here, in North Carolina in Charlotte,
all right,
or throughout the Southeast.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's like Dwight. I mean, I know you're listening to Dwight, and for me, the 49, I mean, HBK, Black Lightning, and all the 49 faithful, we miss you, bro, and and it's like, and if I can ask Dwight Clark to do one favor for me, and that's say hello to my pops and stuff, and I mean, understand Dwight, it might be a little awkward and stuff by you being a 49er and by my dad being a Viking fan and stuff, and that's our week one opponent. It might be a little awkward in the beginning, but I'm quite sure y'all look past that and just have a good old time with the Lord, man.
Yeah, shucks. Couldn't imagine. I wonder how that works. Your affiliations. I guess you just sort of appreciate everybody.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like I'm quite sure in heaven and stuff, that they'll bypass all of them. Like it'll be one big happy party.
Yeah. All times. No trolls.
But yeah, Ronbo and stuff. I mean, I just wanted to, dedicate my airtime to Dwight and, tomorrow and stuff. If you're on tomorrow, we're going to pick this back up, at the regular pace and stuff.
Yeah, because this was very therapeutic today. I'm feeling a lot better now. Because all I could think about was poor Dwight's family and everything, and how Dwight had to endure that for a long time. Because HBK, he didn't tell anybody about that until recently, because it had been going on for a while. So
I mean, it's like, and then one more thing, Ronbo and stuff. It's like when I found out that he was diagnosed and and the announcement was made, and then last year when we had the Dwight Clark Day, and I saw him, I'm like, oh God, I'm like Dwight, I'm like, I mean, it's like, it's like, it's like a sadness and stuff, seeing one of one of your iconic heroes or your favorite sports franchise, you know, like a former self himself. You know, at that point, all you can do is just, you know, pay homage to him and respect and stuff, you know, and just, you know, allow his spirit and his essence, you know, to go on and you know, live on forever. And not only in the minds of, you know, 49er fans and stuff, you know, and, you know, the West Coast, you know, offense or whatever. It's just, I mean, that's like not only a staple in 49er history, that's also a staple in NFL history.
That's
so
right.
50 years down the line, they're still going to be playing that.
Yep.
And Dwight Clark is still going to be making that catch from Joe Montana to Dwight Clark.
Yeah. Tell you, these moments, you know, those miracle sports moments, they just don't happen often. And if you can know who the person is who did it, you become attached. Even if you've never said a word to him up close and personal, you know him. So, yeah. Especially Dwight.
I mean, it's like, you know, and that will always, that will forever live on. And not only in 49 history, but in the annals of, you know, sports. I mean, because it's almost like, you know, how many iconic plays do they play? And it's like, okay, you might play one, you know, run one, you know, scenario 1 year, but every year you always run that one play. It's always going to be, you know, Montana to Clark.
Yeah, the team identifies by that play. That was the beginning. Tell you what, HBK, I'm gonna tell you. Let's do this tomorrow, and appreciate you getting in here, man. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo, my pleasure. Hey. You know, and you know, God bless Ronbo, and you know,
thanks, man.
You know, shout out to my 49 brothers and sisters, and you know, rest in peace to Dwight Clark, man.
Yeah. All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right, bro.
Yeah. So hey, I guess that does wrap it up. And yeah, fam, we you know, I just realized something. This is one of our first real disasters, isn't it? You know? I mean, we have our knuckleheads getting in trouble, but that's not really a disaster. That's more of an angry thing. But this, oh man, this is really not comfortable at all. But it's comforting having this talk. So guys, I appreciate you, fam. Be back tomorrow night. We'll talk football. You know, let me run down. Did I miss anything here? No? Okay. So anyway, be looking for you tomorrow, 7 p.m., Red and Gold Radio. We can get back down. Oh, I can't wait to hear. I bet they're going to have some reactions from the 49er players. This is King Durant. So we having our funeral on the Ronbo show. Rest in peace, Dwight. Well, no, but you know, everybody wanted to remember Dwight for a few minutes, and we had a lot of situations where people actually had interactions with Dwight. So yeah, I thought we'd do that tonight. Anyway, look for you tomorrow. Give a holla for Dwight. And I do it as a thing, you know, it's kind of shaking. Do it for Dwight, though. Niner!